I'm gonna summon Mirror Force Dragon and attack for game. Flip over Mirror Force? You motherfucker. Your turn, Yugi boy. What is up, guys? This is Lintheo. Ironic opening there. Coming up with a discussion video today about Mirror Force Dragon. They finally printed it. Finally, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it just for the nostalgia trip. So Mirror Force Dragon is a light fusion dragon, 8 stars, that has 2,800 attack and 1,200 defense, and its effect reads as follows. Must be special summoned with the Fang of Critias by sending 1 Mirror Force from your hand or your side of the field to the graveyard, and cannot be special summoned by any other ways during either player's turn when a monster you control is targeted for an attack, or by your opponent's card effect, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. Well, this effect is pretty good, just to nuke your opponent regardless of what they're trying to do to you. So if we look at it, the requirements are just having a Mirror Force. Mirror Force is at 3 in this current meta as I am doing this video in April. And, you know, you could say it's not very difficult to summon, to be honest. You only need 2 cards. And if you know, running a Critias deck, if you're running anything like that, you'll probably be having 3 of Critias and 3 of Mirror Force, because Mirror Force is a pretty good card, you know, in this day and age. And it's just quite interesting because it means that you can get access to this beast of a monster. So if your opponent targets one of your monsters for an attack, or, you know, targets them for a card effect, you get to blow up their whole field. I'm not sure about you, but I certainly wouldn't want to go up against this if I had some form of targeting cards, because it just basically goes, I'm going to target, oh, there goes my field. So it adds an element of kind of suppression on your opponent and control, especially if you're in control of this monster. If they, you know, don't do anything like, say, deprison it or anything like that that doesn't target, can't remember if deprison targets, it means that they're going to be in a real bad situation, because regardless if they, you know, get a bigger monster that attacks, it kind of has to have some built-in protection so it doesn't die, otherwise it's not really gonna get through. Mirror Force Dragon in this meta would be quite interesting, but the problem that Mirror Force Dragon does have with its blow-up effect is that nuking your opponent's field isn't always the greatest thing nowadays. With Satellanites, Burning Abyss, Shadows, they all get some form of effect. And while you might say, well, they might all get their effects and they might go into smaller monsters or do stuff like this, but they still really get screwed over, it's true, but they still are gaining advantage. It's not like back in the old days where you would summon JD, pop everything, and that would be game because they can't come back from it. You can come back from these types of scenarios, which makes it slightly less better, but nevertheless, it's still incredible. 2,800 attack is nothing to be laughed at. And while the defense is obviously quite low, it's a Mirror Force Dragon. What can you say? I really like the card. I think it's really cool. And as soon as this comes out in Dragon's Legend 2, I am getting everything of it. I want it all because it's my childhood. I remember this card. And the only really irritating thing, and as I said in the intro, that's kind of quite ironic, is that you can Mirror Force it. Because Mirror Force doesn't target. And if you have a field and you feel comfortable and you think they have targeting cards and they flip a Mirror Force, yeah. So that is it, guys. I want to know what you guys think of the card. Do you think it's any good? Do you think it's just trash or whatever? But I absolutely love this, and I want to know if anyone else is as hyped as myself for these cards coming out. So as I said, let me know down in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I should catch you guys later.